You want to keep on for me. Just say about it. I just seen something missing. Now you go to Michigan State University. There's lots. You see my master's degree. I was really pushing out here, and I was really scrubbing through it. What kind of thing you putting in here?
I'm putting in Aussie shampoo and conditioner.
I'm talking about the listen to me, very scouting. I'm glad you wait. You get a job. You want to get that. Whatever that is, stop. Don't do that. I say, oh, you know, this is the greatest thing on your head. Not our thing, to me, you know, we need to try to switch all that up. It's not good. I was trying to sort it out, but I was like, you need to do this. It's the staff of that. We trust the success. Like, there's one on the show, and it's not good. I'm not good. I'm getting paid. And yeah, it's the song I'm playing on the staff. I need to talk to you. So, you know, it's real on you, especially trying to watch it. That's the right. Can I say, I explain why I don't believe it feels good being me. Because guess what? I can never get sleep being you. The majority of you are poor because you read poor stuff. You watch poor stuff. Or you just scroll through like you got life. Bro, some of y'all on Instagram, you got for 30 minutes. If I ask you what you saw, here's enough. You just scroll through. Rich people don't waste time. They realize it's their most important. They don't watch a lot of TV. They don't do a lot of entertainment. If they're not working, they're studying their craft better. So I need you to stop having the mindset. So when I quit my job and be an entrepreneur, my mom was like, well, where are you going? I was like, I'm quit. My mom was like, don't you dare quit. You're going to devastate our life and kids that you took have insurance. That you took have a whole one job. And I was like, well, mom, I'm trying to be funny and I'm trying to listen to back while I love you. But you can't teach me how to do it. Now, coming from the working class, and I'm not mad at you. We would be what we are without. But you told me that every generation is supposed to get better. So I'll take your family, and I'm going to take your work ethic. Because rich people don't want to take that. Poor people go, like, yeah, I make this much of them. Rich people go, I put them to work, and I'll make this much of them. See what happens is you're working 3 one. They got 40 work that wants them. So they give you 20%, and they keep it at 80% off of 15,000 people. So what you have to decide is, are you going to keep it at the 99% of the regular ones? Because it doesn't make a difference where you come from. Like you drop out. It doesn't make a difference where you come from. It doesn't make a difference where you come from a 17-year-old mom. It doesn't make a difference when you come from 6 12 years, 48. It doesn't make a difference. You know what makes a difference? What makes a difference is when you become 99% of the numbers. If I start thinking like you, acting like you, and behaving like the 1%. So I went to every single class. If the teacher was talking, they thought I was just I was listening to how they conjugate verbs. I was listening to how they tell stories. I was like, ooh, people out there, they way more linear. So then I realized when you do corporate, it's A, B, C, D, E, F. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's topic, 5, 5, 5. It's topic, support, included. I need your life to go feet. I need your rules are going to be. I need your codes are going to be. The problem with most of you is you don't have a 1% language. Got poppy like this. There was a language that I need to learn. Doesn't mean I need to abandon the language that I learned. Whatever it is you do, move like moving through it, it's like a different perspective. Most people are policy. The wrong way out of most years, if I'm telling you what most of you will die of exhaustion. You can't stop before you can die. You just back out. You don't have to forward. You just don't have to forward. You could take most of the tests. Just to let you know, when they check it out, that was explained. They didn't move them to 78 dollars. They weren't being bought. I don't be some perspective. They were in Mississippi, Alabama. It was smoking hot, and they didn't quit and they didn't stop. Because they said people get to make the rest of all that Tito was stupid. Who were right with work to teach that. Come on, they can make it. And the stuff that y'all complain about, the stuff that y'all think is like, I took my pain, not your fault. I took my pain and I turned my pain into an extension program. I took my pain and turned it into a career. I took my pain and turned it into a 4-year degree. I took my pain and turned it into a master's degree. I took my pain and turned it into a PhD. Listen to me. I cannot stop what happens to me when I can dictate how I respond. So I took my pain. I became an international speaker. I took my pain and got a passport. And we looked for a passport stamped all over the world. I took my pain. I let my pain turn into my passion and my purpose. I need you to make you statement. Mark it down. You'll get too late. I just need you to identify what your pain is. And I need you to ask yourself what you want. Just the pain. Look, I'm not the only person who's been homeless, but a lot of guys who are homeless been trying to do this. You have a choice to do this. You have a choice how to respond to your pain. And some of you in homes for real, to be honest with you, you gotta get over like if you're getting wimpy on me, you're getting soft on me. You are not the only person that's been through a divorce. You'll get over it. You're not the first one, you won't be the last one. You can turn that divorce into something. You're not the first one to get you're not the first one to lose your promotion and get fired. You're not the first one. You're not the first one. You're not the first one they let go of. You won't be the last one. The question is what you're gonna do about this. You're not the first one. You're not the first one. When my wife had 7 leaders on her brain, we did not complain. We did not cry. We did not give up. We did not give in. She won't be the first person ever diagnosed with leaders on her brain. She won't be, but she will be one of the ones who did not have a defeatist attitude. She will be one of the ones that will smile through it. She will be one of the ones that will still work through it. She will be one of the ones that still travel the world. She still will be one of the ones that encourages and trains other women. She is not the only one who has had a chronic illness, but she will not let it break her. And the problem with some of you in this room, you will never be great because every time you go through pain, every time you go through a problem, every time you go through discouragement, you give up and you quit, and you do not understand that at the end of pain is your million. At the end of pain is your reward. At the end of pain is your productivity. At the end of pain is your profit. So do me a favor. Stop crying about it and use your energy to get through it. And get on the other side. So I want you to look at your pain. Write it down. Don't be afraid. Write it. Write down that thing. I got to get past this. I can't get past this. I can't get past the fact that my parents loved my brother better than me. They thought he was smart and I wasn't. I was a troublemaker. I needed to get past it. Glenn to tell me that this business is about professional development. This business is not about being the smartest. If it was about being the smartest, Glenn, you might still be where you are, but I wouldn't be where I am. Well, text number 2, I'm showing you text number, okay, text it pain. Recycle your pain. You can decide the shape, the form, you can decide the product that comes from your pain. From transition. Yes. 18 now. 18. She had to graduate. 17 years old.
She graduates this week.
I never had a way to help me this business.
So that's the first way to be. I was thinking of
It's 30 years old.
and then he's got two
Two.
of us, you know.
It's hard to say it. They're unions,
You and what really is selfish on us.
so what they like.
Several great.
People run circles about me in the classroom. Maybe the classroom. We're not in the classroom anymore. The teachers ain't giving out apples no more. Nobody cares about social grade. We are in the real world now. And your talent might be talent, but listen to me. Your daddy might own the company. You might come from privilege. Your mama might be rich, but you will not outwork me. I will get off. I will go to sleep greater than you. I will put in more hours than you. I will read more than you. I will grow. I will do whatever it takes. But if you beat me, there's going to be blood. There's going to be sweat. And there's going to be tears. I'm not giving it up. Most of you still operate based on
I mean, FISC, I think the Thursday is also estimate.
I kid.
You're the first one.
When top of the class. I don't even make go there. I think the guy was struck. I
Oh,
want a guy that failed to still get back up again. Your problem is your pain has identified you. Your pain has split. Your pain has destroyed you. And some of you, as long as it's like for the day. Great. The circumstances change. Quick, we give up. 18, what's going? You told me that if I wanted it as bad as I want to breathe, boy, I wanted it as bad. You wanted it for 3 months. Not long enough. 6 months. That's not long enough. No, read the story. It took me 18 years before you found out who I was. I started doing this work in 19. Didn't blow up on the internet until 2000. So what makes me different than everybody else? I kept going. I kept thinking. You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to quit in this prospects. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. And the people of you, you've not recycled your pain. You're still living on talent. And I challenge you. The average people live on talent. But now people live on effort. High school dropout. 12 years. Do you know statistically that when a person in a university does not finish after 6 years, they quit? Do you understand that there are very few people who go on after the 6th year and the 7th year and the 8th year? And every year I kept saying, graduate, it's going to be my year. Guess what happened? 12th year came. It was my year. Man, I'm somebody in this room. You should be a millionaire right now. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Had you not quit 3 years ago, you'd be so much fun. You quit. You gave up. You surrendered. You have the resources, you confidence. You got everything you need. It's on you. Some of you don't know where you're supposed to be. You at the bottom. The enemy got you at the bottom. Don't you at the top. Stuff. Why you worshiping stuff, posting it? Can I get some personal development stuff on? Can I see you growing in your house? Can I see you in your life? You and your kids? One more when you put the picture up and you was trying to like, what's some other who saw all this stuff? The movie is bad. Why can't I hear that? I can't to my life and my soul. Why did you?
Cut off the word a bit out of this.
Well, put the price tag. Can you show me how you got this? Without putting this through a program, and you only give me a piece of your stop manipulating the truth. Like God bless you. Can you bless me? Like God bless you. Stop. First one, I want you to see where you are. And be real if you just flip this job. But trust me when I tell you, when you get to the top, they all gonna become. And why? Because when you get to the top, you start everything. So the people that just on money, they pass it on. The people who just on security and finance, well, people who just want to be down. They just want to be just be in the crew. You know, how many people I said no to because I knew they would give me a great opportunity, and I knew they would give me a lot of money. They would take me off track. So I said no because I don't want to be off track. Good, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, let's go. All right, you walk me through because I'm trying to be nice and walk. It's all right. So I got to ask you a question. Who's your bully and why? What you think about it right now? Who's your bully? Who are the people in your life that's bullying you? We're going to stop it today. They bullying you. All right, guys. So I want you to think about it. For real. Write that down. What's your bully? Who are the people that are bullying you? I don't know. Just be real. How many of you, I know you macho, being stuff, macho, you're a man, don't you? But how many of y'all feel like, you got some bullies in your life? Let me see your hand. That's bullies in your life. There are people or situations that are bullying. People in situations that are bullying. Bullying people, you don't have control either they have it or it has it. Let me see your hand. Don't write it down. Bullies. Right. Now let's be honest. When we say the word bully, for many of you, how many of you that have a negative connotation? See, it has a negative connotation. You don't like it. Good. All right. So what I want you to do is right now we're going to you keep with Jesse. You keep Jesse's talking. You keep just saying it is it that. It's like, oh yeah, but this like that. He's talking about right. But you will never be able to do it because you have a negative experience with bullying. So because you don't like bullies or being bullied, you can never be the best. So we gotta fix this. So it's gonna be difficult for you to do it because when you do it, you'll be like, yeah. So you can't be demanding because somebody was demanding and you feel like what it feels. So now you're not gonna be demanding. So that's why I say low hanging fruit. Watch this. Overcoming a bully, it doesn't happen with food and safety and finance. Overcoming internal struggles, that's self-esteem and self-actualization. You see why I'm telling you you got to climb it? Now, people go into a movie store and get your self-esteem, and that's what people try to do. They go buy stuff, they wear stuff, and they like, look at me, you don't have self-esteem. That's fake self-esteem. It's not real. It's artificial. It's GMO. It's genetically modified. It's not good for us. China is not real food. Not real food. Not real food. Cheetos is not real food. Everybody like, why we got so many? Because we need something real. It's not real. I went to the juice station the other day. They made me collard greens, kale, cucumbers, celery, and some other things. I drank that stuff. Was like, gosh, my body was like, thanks, bro. Let's go. But when you go buy that purse or get that car and you drive it around and it ain't a car no more, it's a symbol, you got to self-esteem issue. I just want to help you. If your car ain't transportation, if it's more than transportation, if it's you get out so people can see you, then you have not gotten self-esteem and self-actualization. And I want you to know that's where all the richness is. All the other stuff, that's where when you want to go to, when you really want to experience life to the next level, you got to get the self-esteem and self-actualization. All that other stuff, they're not going to get great trouble. When you get those first things, self-esteem and self-actualization, you will have more energy for you. And you're going to be able to tell people no. You can't tell people no when you got low self-esteem because you're still trying to please them. So you really try, really a slave when you care about what people think. You try, you will never experience success, and you wonder why you can't get it up. And it's like Groundhog Day. You keep experiencing the same thing because you haven't done the self-actualization. That's the top. That's what we're trying to get to. We're not trying to get to what we call and stuff. We're trying to get to who we are. All right, so we got to address this movie, right? So what I want you to do when you go home, I want you to like, why can't you stand this book? Once you come to grips with that, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna stop attracting people that manipulate you because they know somewhere in you that you ain't gonna be the bad that you have to be. They're gonna run all over them because you don't want to be the bad. You don't want this life. I'm sorry. You want this life. You don't want this grind. You want this life. You don't want this work. So look at me very closely. I have what I have because I'm willing to do what others aren't willing to do. Like, and don't think just I speak. Like, don't think because I'm number one in the world, like I ain't still human. I can still got demons I'm wrestling with and stuff. I'm trying to, but somebody got to fight these demons, and I can't leave it up to the pastor. Somebody got to fight on this. My wife, like,
No.
speak out, praying. You've been praying for 6 years. You the same person. There ain't no way you talking to the creator who bless you when you still the same. It's not possible. It ain't no way you talking to the creator that has all power and you doing that thing. It's not possible. Some of y'all want to be deeds. You want to masquerade like deeds because you want to be a boss. You want to look. No, you're not a boss. You're just bossy. You ain't no boss. You're just bossy. They a real boss. A real boss. They don't talk about their boss. But when the fire comes, they go in on the sneak tip and they go in and rescue stuff, pull stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get out of my emotion. Right? I was in my emotion, and I had to go like, all right, leave that to C make all the decisions. All right, E, from now on, all you worry about is the experience. When people walk in, that's your job. When we get on the phone, we'll make sure you're on the phone. Now, Steve's a leader. I'm a shepherd. So if you're in the eye right now, you're a shepherd. You're not a leader in the sense of results, but you are a shepherd in that you get results through people. So when you're a shepherd, you got to come at it a little different. Like shepherds are different. Shepherds are still leaders, but shepherding is different than leading. Does that make sense? Hitler is a leader. Martin Luther King is a shepherd. Winston Churchill is a leader. Mother Teresa is a shepherd. But they lead differently. And so, for all my eyes, I want you to look up a book. It's called A Shepherd's Look at the 23rd Century. I want you to take a look at that book. All my eyes, I want you to take a look at that book. A Shepherd's Look at the 23rd Century.
Jonathan.
Now watch this. If you
Write that down.
you for the first time when they're in a relationship with you and you're gregarious and then something happens in a relationship and you go all the way down to boys, like that's the difference. And so a lot of you be tripping, like, why people tripping on me when I get mad or when I go because they don't know who you are. You're like night and day. You're so emotional that when you're doing good, you give them 100%.
That's gonna be
You give them 50%. That's a different person. 90 is passing the class with flying colors. 60 is you fail it. And what I didn't realize is I got programmed that day. Now that day in of itself didn't have to program me, but for whatever reason I wasn't aware of what happened. So when things changed between me and my mom that day, it's like whenever I'm doing well, I'm like, let's go. But when I'm not, I withdraw. So now me and CJ getting into it, and we're not agreeing on stuff. And all of a sudden, I go from me and Steve hollering at each other to me withdraw. Like I'm talking about, I was grown. I remember being grown. I remember one time I was on the phone talking to my face and back and forth and all the way, and we getting into it. And guess what? When we would get into it, it would get so heated that we would hang up on each other, and we wouldn't talk for about a month. So that's how I used to think. That was my, you know, and probably scared. I didn't ask my mom, but she probably heard her mom probably did it. Right? So that's what I picked up. So I didn't know it. I wasn't aware of it. But when me and Steve would go whatever, I was doing this right here. Didn't realize I was doing it. So I was doing it in my relationship with Steve because I didn't hear it with my mom. At that particular time, I didn't. I would do it with my wife. I was doing it with everybody. And so I had to realize, like, yo, E, just because you get into it with somebody, y'all can still talk. With me and my mom, when we would talk, I'm talking about, like, we didn't agree with each other, especially if I found out that, like, yo, you didn't tell me who my mom was like, I was going to tell you. So she probably wouldn't. When I was 12, I'm not saying I was right, but the way I internalized it, I was very one. Come on, I'm very one. So I took it like, oh, so you just weren't gonna tell me? Like I never like now we grown, I talk. Mom explained to me like, yo, you was a child. You know what I'm saying? Like you was a child. You had no way of understanding like this, that, but you're 20 years old, you ain't putting all the pieces together. You're not doing that. I'm emotional. Now, had I been a Steve, I would have decided with my mom, like, I was kicking talk is cool. Because that's what the scene is gonna do. He's gonna read that. Want to read it. I'm just emotional. Like, oh, you lied to me. I'm ghost. Like, oh, you lied to me. I'm out. Oh, so you're screaming and hollering at me because you're like, I'm out. Right? So we can go back and forth and back and forth. So let's get it very closely. You are a superhero, but you're also a villain. The things that make you strong also make you weak. So I want y'all to do me a huge favor. This is not about coming to some conference and going, I know some stuff. This is about going home and transforming your life. Your DNA, your genetic information is in your dreams. I look at school and I'm like, yo, the way school is designed is it designing you to be prepared to work for somebody else. Do me a huge favor. Don't go after low-hanging fruits. Here's the deal. If you get to the top of the tree, all the fruit in the bottom and the top is going to be there, son. So I don't need you focusing on cars and money and stuff. You're going to get that. I need you to focus on why you were born in the first place. Why are you here for this particular time? What are you doing?
Yeah.
There are those of you in this room, you spend a majority of your life doing what other people want you to do. You don't even know who you are. So, see what you're doing, but you're doing somebody else. Right, you know, you keep somebody else. What I want you to do is, right, please turn me. Don't start this. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do it all. So you don't go on the body and space. You can't put the time on. There is no there is time. The landscape. You need to be calm. Because, you know, I can't see what I'm working on. It's just everything that changes your mind. Not speech. Talk all everything. You want it must be a thing. So a lot of focus right now, everything that's on your mind. 30 seconds. Right? 30 seconds. Now, we got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds. We're going to take 30 minutes. Right? We're going to take 30 minutes. And at 30 minutes, I want you to check your mood. Write it down. Write your influence down. We got 30 minutes. I want you to have a few of your moments out. In that 30 minutes, I want you to I don't want my children to go through what I went through in terms of my father. Now it's the Nobel Prize. So once I got that one, I didn't stop. The next one is the Nobel Prize. I keep writing something down. I didn't say more money. I didn't say $1. Get to the next level. So that next level. So then after I said Nobel Prize, I said, okay, you can't win the Nobel Prize in 8 things. You gotta pick something. What is it gonna be? I think the school system. So in every city I go into, when I finish doing my work, we're going to the school. I need you to write something down. So if you write pay off your student loan, good. But then we're going to take it to another level. All right. The second one is I want you to write down in that 30 minutes. Give yourself a time frame. You're coming out. I I want you overthinking this thing. I want you to ask yourself, how do I measure myself? Who do I use? Is there another speaker? Is there somebody else in a different industry? Like, how do I measure myself? So I run 6 out of 7 days, 7 out of 7 days. I try to run and do this like mountain climbing thing that I do. After I finish, I get on the scale. So anytime I run, now when I don't work out, I don't do work. It don't make sense. For real, some of y'all on the scale, you ain't doing nothing. What would you get on the scale for? You feel me? Like, hey, you measure yourself today. No, I'm not. I didn't work out. I'm already done. I'm on myself here. I'm for real. Like, why get on the scale? So I need you to, what do you measure yourself by? Who's the person? You need to make sure that the measurement is correct. Right? I need to make sure the measurement is correct. Right? Because if you're not careful, right? My wife and I, there's some women who go to the airport, you get a magazine, you compare yourself to the magazine. When you're, is it BMI? Is that how you say it? Is that what it is, BMI? That's not even a BMI. Genetically, that's not even where you come from. My wife was working out. She does the thing. I'm like, be careful. She's like, why you want me to be careful? I'm like, yo, because some of that stuff, I want to hold on to that right there. So, like, if you go lose weight,
Thank you so much.
I'm sick. You going out yourself now. You in my lane now. There's people paying for that. You know what I'm saying? And people they're going to keep paying for that stuff right there. Hold on to that.